I just want to give a big thank you to all of my subscribers. I'm almost at 1,000, and that is just really incredible. Thank you again, and here we go with the video. Hey everybody, it's a beautiful day here in Michigan. What does a hose, wheelbarrow, and edgers have in common? Well, another project, that's what it entails. So stay tuned, I'm going to cut myself out another bed. So here you can see that there's nothing been done. I have my hose out and I'm gonna go take that and put it in place and show you how you can do your lines ahead of time so that you kind of get a feel for it. And then I'm going to show you also with the mower how you make sure that your bed is going to fit your mower very well. Because sometimes you make a bed and then it's like, oh goodness, I can't get into the corner here, or it's very hard to get a certain area of it. So this is how I do it, and hopefully this is helpful for you in the future. So this looks like this is going to be how I'm going to do it. I ran my mower along here and it glides really well from both directions, mostly in this direction this way. We do have two different mowers. We have the electric one and a gas. So I'm going to cut out this grass now and then we'll go on from there. Come around here and loosen where I want to start my area of sod removal. You have your hose that gives you a nice line. You can also use a 2x4 if you wanted a nice straight line. This grass is in really good condition. Ooh, really wet too. Really good condition. So I could put this somewhere else. Oh my goodness, it's really moist today. And go like this. Because I'm going to be standing in your way here, so move it a little bit. So that's all been cut with the round thing. I'm wearing these gloves. I'm going to switch gloves when I start messing with the dirt because I don't want my leather gloves, but it's good for pushing when I use this tool and when I use especially the other tool. So here's the tool that I used before. It has a curve in it and its collar. This is the handle, and then the top is called the grip. So I'm just going to go in here. Showed this in the other video, but go in here like this and push. Oh my gosh, this is a lot harder today and much more wet. I thought it would. There it goes. Must have just hit something a little hard there. Go in and push the handle or the grip. You're pushing it. I push it on my belly. You can, if it's really hard or you have an awful lot to do, I would rent a sod cutter, those electric ones. But this is just, I'm just doing a couple of small beds, and that's about the piece that I can handle. And cut this sod like so. Ooh, it's really wet here from the downspout from my neighbors. So very, very, very wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in the ground and pick it up when I change out my other gloves so I don't get these all messed up. So I'm going to just go to the next section here and push. It is a little harder today. Oh my gosh, must be some roots in there. So there, the lawn is cut out. I can remove my hose now and get rid of that. And there's my, isn't that amazing? Just get a wheelbarrow. It always seems like you're not gonna fill it up, but then you end up doing it. Anyway, so the first step is done. I'm gonna go re-edge around the sides. And I think I might get some dirt for here and raise this bed up a little bit more, just to kind of keep the water from pooling around this bush. Even though I have this bush up out of the ground, it's hard to see, but it's about this much more up out of the ground. So it will dry out a little quicker, hopefully. Like I say, the downspout's over here, and I have my downspout right here. So this area is, like I say, very wet when it's, especially with all the rain. So now I'm gonna edge with this all the way around and get those lines cleaned up better. Clean it out a little bit too. So there you can see how I got it really nice and deep here. But you want to have this part of your bed, you always want to have it higher than your grass level. At least your grass level or higher. And this is definitely lower, so I really need to bring in dirt. So I think I'm going to have to do that, and I'll be back like in a second for you anyhow. Bam, here we're back. So I got 4.5 bags of topsoil put on top. It's really actually nice stuff. It's almost like a mulch. It's really nice. It's got a little bit of pine bark in it and different things. It's quite nice. And so it's about a good, I don't know, good 2 inches higher than the grass. So the grass comes, it goes down straight, and then you slowly have an incline coming up to your 2 inches so that this is nice and high, and that the water will, you know, eventually start, you know, rain and it'll go into the trench. So that'll help that shrub not get too wet, hopefully. If it seems to get too wet and not like it, I can always lift it up some more out of the ground and give it a little bit of a mounding. But next step is now to put some pine barks on top and decide if I'm going to put something low in here just to kind of fill this area. These are some old blocks we had, and our dog had dug a hole in here, so we're trying to deter her from going in there and making a mess of it. But anyhow, that's it so far. So the chips are in. Looks nice and clean. I might smooth them out a little bit more later on. And I have an iris I'm thinking about putting here, and that might look pretty with a fanny iris right in this area. So I might do that. I'll pop a picture on the screen. It's really a beautiful iris for my friend. She was dividing hers, and so I got that one. So anyhow, I guess that's the end of this video. Mosquitoes are still horrible here. We're supposed to get more rain here soon in Michigan. So anyhow, there's that. I also finished chipping around this bush, on the back side of this bush over here, and this area right here. So that is all nicely chipped and looking nice. So anyhow, have a great weekend. Bye-bye for now.